EG does want to play a pretty fast pace when they are playing with Viper and Drow versus this illusion-based hero. Even if they can itemize versus it, they want to get a good advantage into that mid game, and they do have a lot of team fight coming in. But yeah, about that little mid play, YapzOr walked into the spot that where you check, where you can tell if they do have a lane ward. It wasn't placed just yet, and then the Viper placed it right afterwards, so that was very unlikely to get dewarded in the mid lane.
And that mid lane will definitely be an interesting one to watch. You imagine on the early levels, it's not going to be too easy for the Kunkka. A lot of pressure will be there from EG.Abed's Viper. Nisha, he's just got to play it safe. Make sure that he doesn't feed early on. He's going to be able to quickly clean up neutral camps. But the beginning of this matchup, it is going to be rough for Nisha.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just going to constantly get hit. You see those 5 stacks already built up of poison attack. EG.Abed constantly to do so.
He's taking a lot here, Nisha. He is. He's just dead and gone. That's first blood. Crit will pick it up. Maybe they could get EG.Abed in return. They do. Okay. So they get the trade, but it is first blood for EG.
Both of them were trying to play around, and I think this is what we come to expect already from the last 4 games that we've seen. The 4 positions are going to influence that mid lane a lot in this game.
I mean, it's just an interesting play to be made for Nisha. I guess he sort of accepts that in this matchup, he is going to die. So the least he can do is make sure that when he does die, it's not him running away. It is him getting in there and at least getting a trade kill with the backup of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe get the level 2 a little bit faster so he gets that torrent play on top of the toss, but it didn't just quite happen as EG.Abed just got too much damage stacked up on him. Crit, moving it again.
Gonna make another move with the Bramble. That little bit of setup allowing EG.Abed to continue to lay it down. Crit, he's hit 2. The Curse Crown is there. Onto Nisha. He pops the Fair Fire, but they're in. They'll kill him again. Can YapzOr set up any sort of trades? The courier also being sniped away from YapzOr. EG.Abed does fall as YapzOr at least able to get a look in. So again, this mid matchup continues to be chaos. We are seeing each time Nisha is the first core to fall out of the 2 of them, but Secret, they're getting some trade kills, and YapzOr is getting some good amounts of XP because of it.
Yeah, he actually was still only level 1, even though he got that kill there. Now it's a YapzOr versus Crit 1v1 in the mid lane for a moment, as the 2 actual mid laners have to run back since their TPs are on cooldown because of the battling. This is a crazy start already, having a 2v2 pretty much in the mid lane because of it.
And I really feel this is just an interesting approach from Secret. I think a lot of the times you'll see this matchup being left to as it is, and the Viper will just purely dominate the Kunkka. Sure, they're getting the kills on the Kunkka, but he's able to sort of equalize what both teams are getting out of it because he's playing aggressive and they are going for the trade kills, making sure that every time EG.Abed gets a kill, it costs him his life.
I mean, look at these 2. They're actually just standing there, still just positioned around that mid lane. YapzOr has to be sure not to sap too much experience since he's already level 3 and Nisha's only level 2 in comparison.
Yeah, when EG.Abed hits the 3, that's when this suddenly becomes a lot harder to get the kills in trade, because with that additional damage from the poison attack, you just die that much faster as it starts to get layered up upon you.
Yeah, that doubled up damage really does make quite a big difference when you hit that level 3. And I mean, Crit, he's level 3 as well, so a lot of kill potential that comes out from the Willow when you hit 3 on top of having your Curse Crown plus Bramble. You do have that additional from Shadow Realm. We've seen top, we haven't really looked and paid much attention to it because it's not really a whole lot of fun to watch Ramses suffer and try to attempt to get some creeps, but we will be able to watch Zai suffer and die, and he gives us an affirmative.
Poppy trying to push him away, but he'll be able to drag the wave around. Oh, another bit of harassment here. Crit's going to leave with the Curse Crown, allow EG.Abed to start to build up the poison attack once more. Tossback is there, dragging Crit underneath the tower. Nisha's going to go for the TP out. Bramble catches Crit. Perfect positioning. Holds back the Kunkka, and this time they'll get that kill, and they won't have to lose EG.Abed for it.
Give him the tip as well, so he can feel that pain. But yeah, Crit, I mean, it's literally just 2 heroes sitting in the mid lane. So looking at the side lanes really quick, both of them are free farming. It is still 24-11 on the PL and 24-7 on the Drow Ranger, so still even in those matchups. But yeah, Crit being the big winner here, as he's also able to move to the side during this and actually stack up, I believe, both camps for that Viper.
The slow walk back to lane, of course, once again for Nisha to be made.
He can't lane now, though, versus a Viper. At this point, he has to just, I don't know, like, kind of jungle in a way, which is really awkward, as EG.Abed is already level 4 and change.
On down bottom. Doing a good job of staying on top of Zai here. He's trying his best to slow them with the sticky napalm. The Firefly will end soon. He's going to get another frost arrow in top lane. Puppey with his army of creeps. He gets the kill alone. All right. Down with the golems and the Hellbear smash, and that'll do it. Back towards mid. Zai going for the TP out. They've got no cancel, so Zai will escape and has drawn Arteezy a long way away from his creep wave. He will TP straight back down bottom, but he had already lost some of it to the push of his own wave.
He only lost a couple, actually. He lost, I think, like, what, 3 creeps, and then he missed one of that additional wave, so 4 creeps total. As you see, the PL just pulls a little bit ahead of him. Not the most time lost for him. And EG looks like they will at least claim 3 of the bounty runes for themselves as well. And yeah, Nisha's just jungling, so he does have a stack for himself at least available, but that's pretty devastating as your Kunkka starting out already this early. I guess YapzOr's now just going to be the mid solo Tiny at this point. So we'll probably see EG look to make some aggressive moves onto this Tiny, and maybe even look to find Nisha in the jungle, maybe even just a ward to watch where he is going to be.
I mean, if Crit gets any sort of control, YapzOr's going to be in a whole lot of trouble. He does his best to juke out the Bramble, and that will keep him safe. Back to the tier 2 he goes. Fly's also here to make the move onto Nisha, as Nisha will be held back. Actually, Nisha maybe looking for the setup to turn things around. X-Mark into the combo of himself and YapzOr, that'll do it. They punish EG for trying to poke at the mid lane.
It is a very high level Tiny at this point in the game, already level 4.5, so he does have that extra damage that comes from the combo. And Nisha is very thankful to get any type of comeback that will come his way. And he's just continuing to stack. He stacks some jungle camps and he's able to farm decently, so it's actually not that bad. He's keeping a decent pace, at least in gold, to the Viper. It's pretty much even. Levels, he's a little bit behind, but that's just fine for Team Secret at the moment. Well, like we said, both side lanes, both of those offlaners are suffering. Pretty much same level though, level 4.
Yeah, very even action really up and down the map. Both carries, free farm indeed, Matu and Arteezy. Just Matu with a slight lead. He's been able to make better usage of the pulls towards the neutrals, so he has that edge. And it really sort of, you know, you've got to sort of pick your poison. Which one is going to be scarier coming into that mid game? Will it be the free farm PL or the free farm Drow?
It's just depending on what EG can make of it. Once this Drow is starting to get online, once their lineup all starts to get together for them to group up and be able to push, will they be able to keep that push going to not allow Secret to just farm up on this PL? Because PL, like we said, this hero can become the king in this game. Although he is versus some, like we said, some counters. The Viper, Nether Toxin can be a little annoying at times. It's not the best because it's hard to keep him inside of it, but they have Underlord and they have a Willow, so they have a lot of different ways of controlling the PL. Rotation, YapzOr, level 4, Ramsey's very low.
Well, they're hunting. They're diving deep for this doppelganger in to clean the trees out. There's TP backup coming through. Matu instantly TP's out. There's nothing to cancel it. So Matu can retreat. YapzOr, he's going to try for the TP himself. The Curse Crown, it won't hit in time. YapzOr's there, instantly TPs to make sure that he's out before the Curse Crown procs.
Very heads up play by him there. Couldn't wait any more time for him to do so, otherwise he would have likely gone down. Zai.
He's getting aggressive. A TP over from Ramses will come in. He's a little low on the mana though, Ramses, and Zai.
5 seconds on Firefly.
It's a lot of napalm onto Arteezy. Abed was in the jungle and he can now turn. They turn with a multi-shot and shoot Zai down. A dive too far. He was not ready for the movement from the Viper. I guess he forgot about the fact that Abed, he's just been sitting in that whole jungle area, and it's very easy for Abed to sort of take a moment to step away and help out his carry.
He would have had to dive pretty hard under a tier 2 as well versus a Drow. Maybe would have gotten the kill, but probably would have died himself anyway.
A bit of a dive, but this time they're going on Ramses, and Ramses, he's got all his friends here to back him up. The multi-shot cleans out the illusions. Matu, he's got... Not the ideal move for him to make. He was having free farm to start this game off. He comes down to the bottom lane and ends up handing his life to Arteezy.